Welcome to the next screencast in the Introduction to Penetration Testing series. In this screencast, we'll cover spidering using Zap. In this demonstration, we're going to use two virtual machines, Kali and Metasploitable. Metasploitable will be the target. Everything that we do in this screencast will be done on our Kali machine. First thing is to find out what our IP address is. I'm going to use IP ADDR show, and I'm just going to grep, in other words, I'm just going to look for the keyword INET. We can see that I have an IP address of 10.0.2.4, and I'm in the /24 subnet range. Our next task is to find the IP address of our target. For this, I'm going to use Nmap. I'm just going to do a simple scan of 10.0.2.1 through to 10.0.2.10. I know I've only got two virtual machines on this network. This is just a quick way of finding out which ones they are. I'm only interested in the Oracle VirtualBox virtual NICs. As I know that my IP address is 10.0.2.4, then I'm going to be fairly confident that 10.0.2.5 is my target. Just going to do another Nmap scan just to check 10.0.2.5 to see if it's got port 80 open. As we can see, we have port 80 open, so now I am highly confident, in fact I'm 100% confident, that that's going to be the target. We'll now go to Zap. It's now asking you, do you want to persist the Zap session? I don't want to persist it, I don't want to save anything, so I'll go start. Our first task is just to check to make sure that the proxy is running and set up the way we would like. So we'll go to Tools, move down to Options. Once Options is open, we'll scroll down to Local Proxies and we'll check the local proxies. Yours might say localhost. I've changed mine to 127.0.0.1. You don't have to change it. You can keep it at localhost if you want. We'll just click OK. We'll go across to our web browser. In our web browser, we'll go across to the hamburgers, open the menu, come down to Preferences, finding Preferences, we're looking for the proxy. Manually configure your proxy to 127.0.0.1, port 8080 as per what it says in Zap, and we can use this proxy for all protocols. So just select that. Once that's selected, we know we should be right. We can go back to Zap. Once we know our web browser is set up, we can now go to Tools, Spider, put in a starting point. Our starting point is going to be HTTP. We must give it the protocol. The IP address of your target, my target, is 0.10.0.2.5, and I'm only wanting to do a single, well, not a single, I want to do a web application which is Matillidae, and then I'll hit Start Scan. As we can see, it's scanning through all the directories under Matillidae. Once your scan is complete, we can see a number of different pieces of information. If we go down, right down to the bottom here, we can see that we have alerts. We have 0 critical, 2 medium, and 8 low, and 2 informational. So we can click on the alerts tab. It shows us what those alerts are. So we have an application error disclosure. If we click on that alert, we can see that a table Metasploit captured data that doesn't exist. Go back to our Spider, and we can click on any of these quests here, and we can click on it, and we can go up here, and we can look at the request, and then we can look at the response that has come back. This is what we use Spider for. It does give us a lot of information. I hope this screencast on using Zap to spider a website has been useful.